A real protester decided it would be a great idea to try Kendall Jenner's Pepsi stunt. Unfortunately, the stunt went horribly wrong. Welcome back to IO, I'm Charlotte Dobre. So, unless you live under a rock, you know about the controversial Pepsi ad with Kendall Jenner. Alright, so for all you rock dwellers, this is what happened. In the ad, Kendall joins a protest and decides to give a can of Pepsi to a police officer as a peace offering. And then the crowd rejoices. The ad was met with widespread criticism. Many were saying that it was insensitive to struggles that real protesters and activists have to deal with when they're trying to get their point across. Some were even saying the Pepsi ad was appropriating or even making light of the Black Lives Matter movement. Needless to say, it was only a matter of time before someone would poke fun at the commercial in order to get a point across. A protester named Carlos Enrique, who claimed to be a former Boston Herald journalist, handed the mayor of Portland a can of Pepsi in the middle of a city council meeting in Portland, Oregon. The meeting was called to discuss the issue of abandoned boats, but Enrique stood up and took the mic and started discussing the way the mayor signs unpopular ordinances regardless of how people disapprove of them. Enrique then says, "What I realize is that the language of the resistance has not been properly translated to you. So this is for you." He then gets up and approaches the bench and begins to reach inside his jacket. People in the room gasp, and I'm pretty sure some people actually thought he was probably gonna pull out a gun. But he pulled out a can of Pepsi. Nobody cheered like in the commercial, but in fact Enrique was escorted out before cracking his own can of Pepsi and drinking it. The mayor was not impressed. He said, "Not a smart move. Thank you, but never do that again," as Enrique was taken out by security. At least Enrique wasn't punished more severely. The mayor got the point and even laughed, but what we can learn from this is you definitely can't expect to change everything with a can of Pepsi. So IO actually started a challenge based on this whole controversy. It's called the Pepsi Cringe Challenge. How appropriate. The challenge is to make a video where you're solving a problem with a can of Pepsi and make it as cringy as possible.
Ooh, give me some!
No!
Give me some!
No! These are all mine.
I have the answer.
We are the lions, we are the chosen. We're gonna shine out of the dark. We are the movement, this generation. You better know who we are.
Pepsi solves all problems. Share your submission with us on Twitter and Instagram for a chance to get a shout out. Let's get this challenge going, guys. I feel like it's a good one. It's time to respond to a few comments. These were from our video on our second channel, IO Trends. Kendall Jenner triggers the internet with Pepsi ad. Nana Rock said, "If Coca-Cola can teach the world to sing, then Pepsi can solve police brutality." Coca-Cola didn't teach the world to sing. I'm still a terrible singer. JK. Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Sully the Man said, "What a bunch of morons, it's just a friggin' soda commercial." Agreed. I honestly didn't really get why people were so mad until I read the articles about it. I just don't think that you can make light of anything political right now. I think the only thing that you can really make fun of is yourself. Like, hey, I'm wearing mom jeans again. Regardless, guys, thanks for watching IO. If you want to keep watching, why don't you click one of these two videos right over here.